Who are safer drivers, men or women? Well, according to a new survey, 55% of adults feel that women are most responsible for minor fender benders, while 78% blame men for most fatal crashes. Please note that the percentages in these pie graphs do not add up to 100% because the math was done by a woman. For those of you hissing at that joke, it should be noted that that joke was written by a woman. So now you don't know what the hell to do, do you? No, I'm just kidding. We don't hire women.
Hey, so the lights are down, of course, and no, they're not. It's daylight. This is an early episode of Mark Goes to the Movies. This is, I'm gonna create a nickname for this. So I just woke up about an hour ago, yeah. You know, the one thing they don't tell you about being on Ozempic is that when you eat like shit, which is what I did yesterday, I had a bunch of pulled pork because it was so good. Literally, you don't eat all you when you don't you're on Ozempic, you don't eat all day. You're not hungry, and then when you do eat, you're like, oh my god, this is so good. I haven't seen you in so long, food. Let me eat too much so I get sick the next day. And then I can't watch movies without having a snack. So it's usually sunflower seeds. And then I bought the snow cone syrup or icy syrup, and you put water in it. I don't. It's so weird. I'm not looking up the formula how to make the syrup, but we're supposed to mix it with water. I threw it a bunch in there, and I took. I don't think I did take a 5 milligram edible, but definitely the pork did it. My God, it was so good. Smoked pork. That's what America's about. Anyways, uh, today's plan is to watch more movies. I'm going to start a new TV series. I think I'm going to see how many episodes of Creepshow there is, and I'm going to see how many episodes of Tales from the Crypt Keeper there are. And whatever one I can finish the first is the fastest it's gonna be the winner. Another funny Mac story. I sold some puzzles that I picked up a long time ago at a yard sale for like $1 a piece. Sold them for $10. Like it was I had to put them together to prove that I had all the pieces, and it was really the alpha one was really frustrating. The lady paid for about what eBay prices were, so it was $10 for both of them. I'm gonna use that in the Halloween candy and Halloween stuff. But no, it was like really frustrating putting them together because I was like, son of a bitch, I don't need $10 this bad. Couldn't figure it out. Couldn't figure out the kitchen table or the sandwich. And, you put the outside pieces together first. Couldn't figure it out. So it's frustrating. But anyways, my story about Max. I had to take him out. It was raining. Took him outside to go use the bathroom. It was just always funny how he has to go poop. Like he looks like right at me, right? Looks right at me, and then he's like, "No, don't go there." It moves like 4 feet to the left. Looks at me, makes sure I'm still there. Like I have never left him. I've never been like, "All right, good, go do your business. I'm gonna go chill out in the living room because the air AC's on. You need to get out and go." Even though I have like a little blanket blocking the hallway, it still has to go. Anyways, thought that was the funny. Maybe it's funny for me because I was there. I don't know. I'm gonna try. This is the beta episode of maybe cutting some clips in here and stuff. This is my favorite Halloween song.
The goblins will get you if you don't watch reach out to take you and shake you until you shout. Stop, look, and listen. It's Halloween. There's witches and broomsticks and big black hats, stirring up the potions in big black vats. Stop, look, and listen. It's Halloween. Cornstalks standing in the fields at night, the old gray house without a light, the cold white moon shining down so bright, with you and me standing there and shaking with fright, sneaking past the graveyard on trembling knees, faces peeking out at us between the trees. Please stop, look, and listen. It's Halloween.
The scariest thing about Halloween is that everyone is beginning to look a lot alike. That's why we created the Boo Bazaar at Hallmark. We have an amazing array of awesome accessories, lapel pins, and clip-ons. Plus our exclusive Baby Boo and Boo Junior lines for kids. So this year, be an original. Scare up your costume at Hallmark's Boo Bazaar, because there's nothing more frightening than the same old thing.
It was late one night in the castle of the Chicken McNuggets.
What are you making?
Sauce. We're using my mummy's recipe.
Mummy,
This better be good.
It'll be great.
Does your daddy have a recipe?
Now you can get McDonald's Happy Meal pails for
Halloween!
There's a pumpkin pail, a witch, and a ghost that glows in the dark. You can get a different one each week until
Halloween!
How fast do you think I'll get hit with a copyright claim for putting that song in there? I don't think the commercials will be a problem. The song for sure. Maybe. I don't know. I love that song from Halloween Kills. Halloween Kills immediately puts me in the Halloween mood. I think it's because that was probably the best Halloween I ever had in my life. Whereas I started this was like the 16th is when it came out, October 16th, something like that. Middle of October, so not like my usual month-long vacation I have now. But I was the lead back then. But I remember I started off, first day it came out was on a Thursday, and me and Courtney saw it twice, back-to-back times, and it was a little embarrassing seeing it the second time, because weren't many people in the movie theaters for this. Because it released on Peacock the same day, streaming service. Still did huge numbers. But it was like, I saw it the day before it came out, so that was awesome. And you can see it for free, but I'd rather see it in theaters. And then the next day, I spent the entire day at the movie theater at AMC at Eversville, AMC Eversville. Saw it, God. I think it was like 8 times straight, plus the 2 before that. I think I saw it like 15, 16 times in the movie theaters. It was a lot. But man, that was like the most fun I think I've had going to the movies. I enjoyed it so much. And it's funny because like the first time I saw, I was like, you see something and you don't realize how much of an impact I guess it's gonna be. As like your favorite, I saw and I was like, all right, this is nice, this is cool. Uh, I felt the same way about um Halloween Ends as well. I saw it and I didn't take time to register. And I was like, damn, dude, this is like, they got Haddonfield. That felt like an Illinois town. They did such a good job of that. And maybe it's because I saw it so many times in October that it just was the perfect Halloween movie for me. Because, like, the 2018 version, I went to the AMC in East Alton that's no longer there anymore. I saw it a couple times, I think maybe twice, and I enjoy it because again, it's perfect Haddonfield. I'm watching those movies tonight. I was gonna try to do a summer thing, and I was gonna watch some summer movies, but I feel like I gotta watch the Halloween trilogy again tonight. I've seen it so many times already. Halloween Kills is just it's perfect. I hope maybe 20 years down the line, people start to reassess those movies because they're different ones. And I think Halloween is by far my favorite. Although Jason has his stuff, Jason's fine. I like the Jason movies. Freddy's great. Paid a lot of money to see meet Freddy. Paid a lot of money for a signed glove, but Michael obviously takes the cake. He's the best out of all of them. It's not even close. I want to think it's close because I like Freddy, but it's not even in the conversation of the other guys being on the same level as him. I think it's because that was last trilogy. Freddy's got to have a better. Freddy hasn't had a movie in so long. That remake was shit. Jason hasn't had a good movie in since I was Freddy versus Jason. I guess that was a little different. I do remember renting that at Hastings and being so excited to get it. Like when we go at movies from Hastings, they're like three. Oh, it was $5.99 a new movie. At some point, it was $5.99. They were $3. I think maybe $3 for like not new releases, but like they've been there for like a month. Think about everybody that wants to go back to renting movies. Do you though? Do you want to go back to renting movies? I don't think you do. I would just like to buy the movies that the rental places no longer need. That's what I like about it. I like looking at the movies. VHS tapes. They're not gonna carry VHS tapes. If Blockbuster came back today, they wouldn't bring back old movies. They would be new movies, and just be convenient enough to go rent them. And it would fail. You have to do old movies. That's what I like about going to VStock or Slackers or any of these comic book or movie stores, video game stores that carry movies, I guess, is that you're going in there and you're looking for older movies that you want for your collection, the Vinegar Syndrome movies, the Synapse, Scream Factory, Arrow, all that stuff. You want to see the nice artwork on them. I've lost my point going into this rant, but come on, Blockbuster wouldn't do well now. It's nice that we have it in our memories. I miss the books they used to give out with the you go, you rent your movies and they give you a little book of what's coming out the next month. I used to read those things religiously. And I remember Freddy vs. Jason, it was a brand new one. I never got to pick out, hardly ever got to pick out new movies. We pick out the big mainstream ones. If you had Adam Sandler or a big comedic actor in it, you'd watch those. Those are brand new ones. But I remember Freddy vs. Jason sold out. We obviously go on a Friday, a couple weeks. And that was the fun thing we did. We went to go rent movies, and it was like maybe once a month. So just waiting a month to go see this movie. And I hunted it down, and I was like, it was back then. I would have if Freddy vs. Jason came out today, I would have seen it 30 times in theaters probably. We never really ever got to go to the movie theaters when I was a kid. And that's probably why I go every week. Think about how much better your life is as an adult. I know adulting sucks, but like you can go to the movies anytime you want. You can do the things. Who's stopping you? Another big one was Trick or Treat. Trick or Treat was huge. Talking about the one with Sam. I say this because Sam's looking right at me. I got a animatronic Sam sitting next to Michael. It's pretty awesome, actually. They that's like the only animatronic I ever bought in my life. Michael's a mannequin with a Halloween jumpsuit and the Halloween mask, but Sam was an animatronic from Spirit. And I remember this one. If you remember Greg's movie previews, it was Yahoo's Coming Soon.net. It was their movies. They would have like all the movie news for like years. And a lot of it was rumors, it seems like, because nothing ever got made from those. And Trick or Treat, I'm a big anthology horror person. Trick or Treat was supposed to come out and it just kept getting pushed back. It didn't ever make it to the theaters. And it's like the pictures they would show the poster, not the poster, the poster, and it was like, God, this is so good. Why is it not coming out in theaters? Never made it. But I remember it finally came out. I was living up here in South Roxana, my parents' house. Uh, they had a house that they got from Kenny's cousin. And, that no one was living there. He was living there, and he's like, "Oh yeah, there's all these rooms. You guys just come stay here." And we're staying in the basement. It was like a little, it was like a little hostel. It was me, my cousin Josh, and my younger brother Brian. We're all living in the basement, paying $50 a week. Is that what it is? No, I don't know if Josh was too, but $50 a week, I think is what it was. You might have to confirm that. But what the hell's? Oh, that's my alarm. Uh, my clock. Is it 5 o'clock? Oh no, 4 o'clock. Okay, I misread the arms. But no, I remember going out there and we drove to Blockbuster, didn't have it. Moved Hollywood Video. It was either Hollywood Video or Movie Gallery. I'm thinking of Hollywood Video. I was in Granite City. Scott might know because this was a long time ago. If I'm almost positive they had to have a Hollywood Video because I think that's where we got it. We got it at Hollywood Video. Remember, Alden might have had a Blockbuster. I don't know. We searched like 5 or 6 places around here, just trying to rent this movie, and I finally found it. And then eventually, I just started. I mean, maybe I'm part of the problem with the collapse of rental movies. I just started buying them. It was just cheaper just to get them because of late fees. You just like, oh, I gotta make a drive to whatever to return this movie. I'll just buy the movie, and that's how I think. Before it was like I collected VHS tapes, but they were like very small amount of VHS tapes. They were what I found at Dollar General for the 2 for $5. So there are Nickelodeon tapes. It's crazy how valuable these things are now. Like some of the stuff I used to have, like goes for 40, $50 a tape now because they're so rare and everyone got rid of them. And this brings me to my point, I guess, with the whole Sony saying death of physical video games. Like they're not gonna make physical video games after 2028. It's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. It's not gonna stop physical media. They said the same shit. We're buying vinyl records. Think about that. We're buying vinyl records again. They go for like $20 to $30 a piece for one album, and people are buying vinyl records again when they could buy the CD that's been out forever, probably at Goodwill for $1, and they're spending 20 to 30 times that amount, sometimes more, for vinyl records that you have to buy a record player for and buy speakers for to get a good setup. You think that's gonna fucking Sony gonna stop physical media? It's not. They're pushing an agenda. They don't believe that you're smart enough to stand up and be like, oh, I don't want to buy your digital shit. No, you make the disc because I want to own it. I want to look at it. This dumb shit where they got these codes in these boxes. Like, they'll make a case for it, and then they'll put a code in there. And that's what they're doing with I hear that's what they're doing with Grand Theft Auto. They're putting a code inside the box, and you open it up, you still get the box, but there's a code in there, and that's how you redeem the game. Eventually, they'll do the disc. That's the dumbest. So fucking dumb. Stop doing that. It's the physical media. It cannot go away. They you don't trust the movie companies. You don't trust the distributors. There's no trust between them. Like, there's a serious problem. If you look at what Warner Brothers has done, and even Paramount to an extent, Paramount did the same shit with the Rugrats reboot they did. They made that CGI Rugrat cartoon, and then it vanished from the face of the earth. You look at Warner Brothers, they started it. They mastered it. Batgirl is supposed to be an awesome movie. They said, "Nah, you don't get this. We own this. You don't get to see it." They erased shows from the streaming service. And you want us to trust you guys? You want us to trust you with your digital media? No. Go fuck yourself. I don't trust you at all. If I'm going to give you money, if I'm going to give you my time, like, say my time's not worth it. This is the dumbest thing ever. I want to hold my movies. Anyways, that's my TED Talk. I'm going to wrap this up. I'm going to say, hey, go out there and buy some movies. Spend all your money on movies. When your kids leave your house, that spare room, you buy some shelves and fill those shelves full of movies. You're going to buy them on Blu-ray too. And when the 4K gets announced from the upgrade, you're going to buy the $40 to $50 4K. Because even though you can't really tell the difference between 4K and Blu-ray picture, you're going to pretend like you can, because that's what movie snobs do. But I'm Mark, and I'll see you at the movies.